Peace. What's up? Shout out to everybody that's going to come in the building. I'm doing the invite. Peace to you. You already know what it's hitting for. 7, 24/7, 361 degrees. Let's have fun early. The Thanksgiving Day Massacre. Peace to the people. What's up, Miss Sheila? Hey, peace. What's up, sis? So I'm happy. I'm happy everything is going really good. So shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's going to come in the building. Thank you for coming in early. I appreciate your time for what it's worth. Hopefully you'll get the newest book from yours truly. It's definitely a nice book. What's up, Miss Phyllis? I see you in here early. Thank you. I said, man, I'm going to come in early. I'm going to do this Valentine's Day Massacre Part 1 early. I'm doing some invites right now, so pardon me. Get yourself situated. But what's up, Miss Shanita? Hey, peace. Shout out to everybody throwing the movies up. I love y'all, man. I'm going to break down this Valentine's Day thing, and should we practice Valentine's Day or not? All right? I don't know. Should we or should we not practice? You know, I think we should practice love and friendship every day, to be honest. If you want me to be real. Shout out to everybody that's checking in. You know, when it comes to love and friendship, I think we should always celebrate that, to be honest. It shouldn't be one designation for a day that we say, oh, you know what? This is a day where I love you. Nah, I love you every day. For real. I'm going to put a highlight on every day that I'm with you. Every day I'm with you, when we in love with each other, I'm going to show a highlight on it. That's how you have a long relationship, truly. When you're able to just make it, switch it up. I love me. What's up, Miss Nika? Shout out to y'all, everybody. Yeah, we gotta love each other, but I'm just saying. It is what it is. I love you too, thank you. I appreciate everybody. For what it's worth. Yeah. I think every day it should, you know, what is it? It shouldn't, it really shouldn't be, you know, just a day where we say, you know what, this day, you know, they give us every goddamn thing, man. When it comes to just life itself, they give us holy days, whether they religious or they non-religious. They always give us days to celebrate, and we can't figure it out. Where we develop cultures of our own and learn practices of our own. That's how you know we gotta figure it out. Definitely, we definitely gotta figure it out. You know, that's why I'm all about just making our own culture. People always got a problem with that one. People really got a problem about creating your own culture. Now, if you're not infringing upon anything, I would say the human rights of anybody else, then why can't you build your own culture? Seriously. If you not, look, that's like in private law. You know, in private law, as long as you're not doing nothing that's hurting anybody in some sort of way, then why can't you have a place where you can say, well, this is my peace. This is my peace of mind. This is where I want to live at. Why can't you have a group of people, and say, these are the people that I want to deal with. These are the people that I want in my life. Why can't you have that? I just want to know. You know, they stopping us from thinking, man. In some sort of ways, they stopping us from thinking for ourselves. You say, how would I do that? I would say, yo, describe God to me in a certain sort of way. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to describe it from your center point. And I'm cool with that. And I'm very cool with that. It's all about that center point right there. What I tell people, I say, man, the soul is just like water, man, or the information of a higher reality, or divine reality. It's just like water. It just takes the shape of the vessel. People like to argue for stupid reasons because they just don't get it. They don't get it. They want things so fast. Like, let me tell you something. For all these people like claim they got the truth or whatever like this, I always tell them, you know, it's just like this, man. You know, we all growing in some sort of way. If you ain't growing, then you ain't knowing. And you definitely ain't showing. But I ask people certain things in reference to this religion itself, and I ask people, what is it? What is it? What is it? Through all the travels or whatever like that, if I pay for it, go to travel, to go wherever, because I've been to a lot of places, and at the end of the day, I always close my eyes. Think about this. I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff. I've been in a lot of places, a lot of exotic places on. I'm just saying on this continent. You know, when I was on tour. Okay, so you know, I always closed my eyes at the end of the day, even when I was in those exotic places. So I would say, wow, you know, at the beginning and at the end of the day, my divine moment is when I close my eyes. Now you can imagine a world or make a world any way you want it in that conscious state. It doesn't matter how this is programmed out here. You know, that's why, you know, I explained this. I said, man, when you shut your eyes, you actually shut down 40% of what your brain, the capacity what your brain uses. And you'll say, really? How is that, Lamel? Because, you know, in theory, they say you only use 7 to 10% of your brain. Okay, so now you got 20/20 vision. Your 20/20 vision, that's 20/20 vision, it represents basically 20% of CPU. So when you shut your eyes down, now you utilizing literally 50% of your brain. And you want to say, how am I utilizing 50% of my brain, Lamel? I can't even see shit out here. You literally can see it. You just don't have it committed to your memory. You feel me? If you had it committed to your memory, you really wouldn't have to open your eyes. Like if I could just go to my door right now, like I could go to my door. You see how I just went to my door and opened my door with my eyes shut, and then I can just go and just like go out the door. You feel me? And I'm still on the live. You feel me? I did something with the door. This out here, you know. Let me open this door a little bit. But just if you can't see, if you can't see in darkness, then you have no light in you in some sort of way. So you like how Lamel, you close your eyes and you literally went down your steps and you just went down your sidewalk and you just on this live feed and you just still moving. How can you do that? Because you have light inside yourself. You just gotta tap into it. You feel me? And that's what it's truly all about. You feel me on that? Real talk. You can do stuff like that because you in tune with reality. You in tune with your environment. Real talk. If you can't move like that, then you have no light in you. You have no true light in you. Trust me, man. That's how you gotta move through the mainframe of however you living in life. That's why I tell people it starts from the dot. Because the dot represents, it's like if I took everything away from you, including your sight, including your hearing, that's what they took away from us. People think they so smart in so many ways. But I'm gonna tell you, literally they took our hearing away from us. They made us deaf, dumb, and blind in so many ways. All right? They made us forgetful. They did everything to take us away to know our true history, which is the now story. You say, really? The now story? Yeah, the now story, not his story. I do that a lot and see everything in my home, what my kids are doing. I love it. All right. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Miss Carlisa Turner Burner. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to get y'all to tune into love, right? And tune into the network. It deals with awareness. It's like awareness. It's a different way of seeing things. This is the only way I can explain it. People would say, yeah, it's awareness. It's like in a degree of awareness. You just aware. That's all. That's only I can explain it. And when you in tune with that network, you can be aware of so much stuff, even if you ain't super conscious of it. What's up, Mela? Hey, you can be. It's just awareness. That's what love is. That's why I told y'all this is the me we. This is a this is the me we right here, and this me we is a network within itself. Because you say me is we, yeah, it's powered not by electricity, but it's powered by love. So love is aware in so many sort of ways. You think about it, from the good and the bad, love is aware of things. Love is just so aware. You like so on the lookout. Like I know my son is right there. I know what my son is doing. I can see what my son is doing. You can say, really? Because I know the cycle of my son. I can just look at it. And I know I'm observing too much. You feel me? It's just awareness. I know everything that's going on in my house right now because it's just awareness. Literally. I'm just in that place. So that's where I'm saying with y'all, with your environment or with your loved ones. That's how we got to be tuned in with the network or the degree of love. People don't want to hear that. You know, I can debate with you all day, but you can't take that away from me. You know, you can't take it away from me. Now story, you right, D. It's the now story. Look, you can't take feeling away from me. That's why I asked Miss Phyllis, I said, when I gave her a reading the other day, when I gave her a reading, what's up, DeMacy? Hey, what's up, Goddess Body? I asked her when I did a reading for her, I said, how did you feel after it? Because I just want to know about certain things about feeling. Because when a blind man, you got to think about this. When a blind man is walking or moving or reading, he moves through feeling. And he moves or she moves through feeling alone. And they have literally blinded, or God's light is a blinding light in a certain type of way. You feel me? I'm gonna be real about it. God's majesty, or what you think God is a blinding light. So that's why it's literally dog. And you want to go Lupercalia? Why would I bring this back to Lupercalia in reference to Valentine's Day? Because even though the dumb Romans, they always took our festivals and did something stupid with it in a certain sort of way. They always messed it up. They always messed our festivals up. All right, in connection with the wolf, far as Lupercalia, and that was switched over to Valentine's Day. I'm gonna tell you this. See, you know, that was what it was all about, because you got to realize this. God's love is literally a blinding light. And you moving through the mainframe, you need a dog. So that's why dog is God backwards in a certain sort of way. All right? It's that backwards. And people say, how can you mix things up like this and say this goes with this and this goes with that, and they don't even belong together. I'm just like when I said knows thyself. People said that don't even belong together. Knows and knows don't belong together. No, it's literally, you got to look at how your brain is codified like a computer. It is. So the way um, things would resonate throughout the mainframe, throughout history itself, it would resonate so you will always know what it is. It doesn't matter. It'd be like I learned that when I was learning Arabic. Like when one of my brothers that was from Morocco, he was just he was a young brother. This is like probably like 20 years ago, right? Yo, the way he would talk about it, he would say it in a feeling that just blew my mind. And I'm like, wow, when we was talking about certain chapters,
He said, yo, man, it's just a feeling with it. It's a certain feeling. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's things that have various different meanings. It has a collective of meaning when it drops. All right? That's why I want to let y'all know. The elders, like when they gave us so much information, they couldn't give it to us the way we wanted it. All right? What's up, Miss Marigo? What's up, my Negro Marigo? Look at this. So they had to give it to us in bits and pieces. In bits and pieces. So we can get it. Through the course of time, we can get these lessons. And through certain times, certain lessons was was meant for the times. All right? Certain lessons was waiting for another time for to unravel it even more. That's why people always want to hate. People want to hate on the elders. They want to hate on the Bible. They want to hate on the Quran. They want to hate on every goddamn thing and don't have a doctrine of their own. This is the funny thing about it. I would just think about it in reference to people with a debate and how they would debate me in a certain sort of way. I look at people that are historians. I've been a historian for a while, right? And I've realized this. I don't got enough money to be a historian. I really don't. I don't think my money's long enough to be a historian. For real. I don't think my money will ever be long enough to be a historian. You say, why is that, Lamel? Why is that? Because, you really got to do some real travels. You got to get some real equipment. A lot of these dudes talk a lot of mumbo jumbo like they got equipment like that. Like you got a laboratory and a laboratory, so you doing all this stuff to figure it out, and you just taking all these trips, and you just digging up all this stuff to figure it out, and you still ain't figured it out. It comes a time where you really gonna figure it out. I mean that. I think we all figuring it out right now. For what I'm saying, it's gonna come a time where you figure it out. Yo, every day we updating the mainframe consciousness, taking the shahada every day. We bear witnessing to life itself, man. Man, look, man, I'm done with all that stuff. Every time I go to Egypt, I keep on finding dead people. You say, really? Yeah, I just keep on finding dead people. I'm sorry. I'm not going to dish you or nothing like that because I like the unks. I got an unk tattooed on me, and that's fly. And I got an eye tattooed on me. That's fly too. But what I'm just telling y'all, in reference to when are we going to start creating our history? When are we going to start creating our now story, in a sense? And I gave people the Codex. In reference to the Codex, it was so much stuff with the Codex because the Codex has every master's key. It's a collection. It's a collection of information that was stored throughout the mainframe consciousness. It's a collection. Like all these symbols are the master's keys. They the master's keys. I told people it's no more religion. It's just a network. So if it's the network, oh man, damn. It depends on how you assimilate the data with the network. It's time. It's really time and we doing it. Yo, I got so much to show y'all. Like I'm gonna start doing the sign language hardcore. I'm gonna start doing the sign language. That's the next thing that I'm gonna just start doing on a regular is the sign language. For real, because we gotta move forward. I don't got no time to really, discuss certain things like that really has no relevance. If you want me to be real about it. I really don't have no time. I just gotta start giving out our stuff. I gotta start showing people what our stuff is. We got a sign language that I gotta show people. Every day I gotta teach people at least 20 words. I gotta show. That's what it gotta be my mission. I gotta say, man, in the sign language of the Messiah Codex of the MeWe hand, I gotta show y'all uh 20 freaking words a day because real G's move in silence. Yes, my son. Because real G's move in silence. Here, boy. Real G's move in silence. So I gotta show y'all or share with y'all the sign language. I gotta do that. I gotta do that every day. I gotta make that my mission. I got off my pivot in a certain sort of way, and I gotta get back on my pivot. For real. I mean that. I mean that with all my heart. With all my heart. You know? So now, y'all know this in the Codex. Y'all know this in the Codex is I. I. This is I. When you say that. But y'all know how to count, right? If y'all don't know how to count, let me show you how to count first. Y'all know, for everybody that's been following along for a while, y'all know it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all right, 8, 9, and 10. All right, y'all know that. For everybody that know the Codex, y'all know that's how you count. Now, it's certain things like this. That's the number system. All right, 1 through 10. So by knowing the number system, I can write down what the code is when it comes to the sign language. All right. So if I give you something like I, this is I. You see this? This is I. All three in one. I. Right? That's I. This is we right here. Okay? All right? This right here is you. That's you. Okay? This, peace. What's up, my white Negro? Peace. This is you. Okay? This is they. They. That's they. This is you. All right? This is you all. This is them all. All right? If I went you all, them all. So this is I. This is we. This is we. All right? This is you all, and them all. Y'all got that. Y'all got that, right? Right? So y'all got that. So it's I, we, you all, them all. All right? So if I say I'm making, or I'm making, it's I'm making. So this would be make. All right? This would be the word make. This, or I make. You can say I make. Make. This is make. 99 is make. Peace. What's up, Miss Cherie? I'm going over the sign language real quick. Just giving over a couple words for people. So it's like I make, or I create. This is the word create. Okay? So if you say I'm going is this. When you go like this, anything to this way would be, or to your right. I know it looks like I'm to your left, maybe, I don't know. But anything to your right would be future tense, and anything to your left would be the past tense. So if I say I'm going, or I went, you feel me? So it's like we went. You feel me? Or I'm going, or we're going. All right? So y'all get that part. Very easy. Very easy. You know what I'm saying? So if you say I'm going to make, you get what I'm saying? To make the Codex. This is the word Codex. All right? That's the word Codex. Okay? I'm going to make the Codex. All right? So just different words I want to show y'all, but I wanted to really give y'all the pronouns, more or less. And far as I, you, this is we or us. Okay, this is we or us. And this is them and them all, you all. Very easy. I don't want to juggle y'all minds, but I'm going to do something where it's just a whole video just for that one day. One day, pretty soon, I'm going to just start doing it every day. I might just start doing it early. Before I have to go do what I have to do, I might just do like a 20-minute video of just the sign language every day. So we can just focus on certain things. Because thank you, Miss Phyllis. I need everybody to know this. I need everybody to teach the children this. I need everybody to know it. So it's like, see, this, you got to realize, one thing that separates us from all the creatures of the planet Earth is our hands. Literally our hands. How our fingers and stuff move. How our fingers move is a part of our mind. It's in connection with our mind. So when you actually moving your hands in a certain sort of way, you unlocking parts of your mind. People don't know that. You really unlock certain parts of your mind when you actually move your hands a certain sort of way. Real talk. That's why they say certain people talk with their hands because they're really tapping into their mind as they talking with their hands, to be honest. But as you unlocking this stuff with your hands, you're gonna unlock the codex that's within your mind. I tell people, man, we are the new wave of consciousness. That's what we are, man. People got a problem with that. I don't understand what's the problem with it. People have literally become robots. And you gonna say, well, what you gonna make reality about? Look, it's the only thing I can give y'all is what was given to me. It's the numbers. It's the numbers. That was the only thing that was given to me. Numbers. Real talk. So that's what I give y'all, and I break it down. And this is the codex. All of this is the codex. This represents something. This is a program. You can take the word spell and just take it and replace it with program. Straight up. That's all it is. It's literally a program. That's all life is. It's a program. We literally exist in a program. That's all I can say. It's a program. It's literally a computer program in a certain sort of way. You know, I explain this with chapter 83 of the Quran in reference to 83, what's that, 83, 19, when I was talking about, let me see if I can pull this up, see if I can put it in the chat room. I wanted to talk about this in reference to the Quran. This actually means something powerful. Now you will say, man, I don't read the Quran, I don't like the Quran, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, this stuff is these stories have been told over and over and over again. Now, somebody would debate with me and say they got the Quran from this, or they just made it up like it's not prophetical, and that would be a lie. Saying that the Bible ain't prophetical neither, that would be a lie too. And you'll say it's people that literally make this stuff prophetical. Maybe so, maybe so. But I talked about a biochip and a Bible chip, and it's a difference. You say, well, what's the difference between the biochip and the Bible chip? Okay, the biochip is basically them chipping you up like dogs, like they chipping you up, bam, putting the chip in you so they can track you down and figure it out. All right, but the Bible chip was something totally different. That's when you are part of biblical history. That's when your life is literally part of biblical history. You say, how is it part of biblical history? The Bible is a story that's just been told over and over and over and over and over again. It's many stories of the Bible that you can go back and say, well, they got it from this, they got it from this. No, duh, they got it from that. You still want to argue that and not understanding the principles of the story. Facts. That's why I said people, they don't got it. They never get it. Because they too arrogant. In a certain sort of way, they came too arrogant thinking they know it all. So, like, you would say, oh man, the story's fake. Who cares about the story's fake? Like, I can utilize a certain article in that somebody wrote, or I can utilize a movie if you want to take the principles from it and say, yo, this is real because I'm real. That's the only thing I can tell people. You real. You're a real person. All right? But Valentine's Day, the reason why the Romans took this as far as Lupercalia is because, you know, that wolf, the she-wolf, they connect Romulus and Romulus and Remus, if I said, pardon me if I said that name. You know those dudes that was sucking from a wolf's titty? Yeah, that found in Rome. It's a mythological, it's mythological. But it's a story that they run with insofar as, that's why you got to think about Rome. Rome is founded on mythology. That story about Romulus and Remus being sucked by a wolf. Just like a wolf would eat them damn kids up. Maybe I don't know. I never seen what would happen if you would leave some babies in the forest, and would a wolf actually suck their asses up or give them the titty? I would doubt that. I seriously doubt that. I don't know how Mother Nature works. You can go argue with me and figure that one out. But it's just mythology. But that goes back to what I was telling you to the worship of the dog. They was worshiping the wolf, as in lupercalia is the same thing as meaning. You said, are you? When you ask me, are you a Taliban or a jihadist? No, I'm not, my brother. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what a Taliban. I know a Taliban. You spelt it wrong. Did you spell wrong? I don't know if you spelled it wrong or not. But I know Taliban is that actually mean a student. Talib means to be a student. So if you ask me if I'm a mutalib, I am a student. Now a jihadist, I don't know what a jihadist is. All right, I'm just saying for the meaning of it, because sometimes people say things and they don't know the meaning of it. You know, he said, Are you a Muslim?" Depends on if you know what a Muslim is. Now, in a commercial sense, I'm not a Muslim, but if you would say, in a verb sense, yeah, I'm a Muslim. You said, how about a realist? Yeah, I practice realism. That's what I'm called a realist. I would like that better because I told people one of the things that I practice is called realism. All right. So now I'll look up the meaning of realism and I'll tell y'all what it means and I'll put it in the comment section. Even though I'll tell you meaning of realism, I'll tell you this is what I practice. Hold up, my son. Here. Hold up, I got y'all. Meaning of realism. That's what I'm about.
Here's the definition of realism. The attitude or practice of accepting a situation as it is and being prepared to deal with it accordingly.
You see that? So the meaning of realism is the attitude or practice of accepting a situation as it is and being prepared to deal with it accordingly. That's stupid, man. I would love Who Killed Tupac. I would erase that comment. Please please refrain. I'm gonna just ask you one time, brother Johnny Black. Please refrain from asking me crazy questions like that. For some reason, thank you, Miss. Y'all handle it. Handle it. You know, everybody that's a part that got the keys, handle it. I don't gotta handle it. I really don't gotta handle it. Everybody that got the keys, handle the situation. All right. Now, what you say, Lord Star? Thanks for looking up. You said, what about I don't think that's relevant to my conversation. I really don't. I really don't think it's relevant. But it's all good. This is a different type of channel, family. We got family in here, to be honest. This ain't a hating network or whatever network. You said Bin Laden is responsible. Look into it. Man, I don't care if Bin Laden is responsible for Tupac or Biggie or not. I don't care. I really don't. We discussing the Messiah code here. You on the wrong channel. Boot the trolls. I mean, I got sisters that got keys and control of the channel. I got sisters that's in control of the channel, so they can handle it for me. Boot the trolls, you can keep that. Who is the Messiah? Go look up the meaning of the word, family. If you want me to be real, we are the Messiah. I don't even gotta answer that. I really don't gotta answer that. You said, hi, I'm from Russia. Hey, peace. Thank you, man. We got somebody that's in here from Russia. How you doing? Peace. I am that I am. I'm glad that, how is it in Russia? I know it's kind of cold. I know it's really cold. Yo, it's very easy questions to ask. You know, people that got too religious about this ask, when is the Messiah coming back? We already back. I'm just saying, we already back. You want me to lie and say we ain't back? Messiah is a savior. It's a leader or a savior of a particular group or a cause. That's what a Messiah is. It's a leader or a savior of a particular group or a cause. So if Johnny Black, if you want to apply it in that perspective, I'm cool with that because that's what I know about this. I know that you gonna say it ain't no leaders in here. You gonna say it ain't no leaders in here. I'm gonna say shut your mouth. You say it ain't no saviors to our particular group or cause. I'm gonna say shut your mouth. No, I don't get that. You know, people that got so anti. People that got so much knowledge that they got anti. Uh, I don't know. They just got anti God or spirituality in a certain sort of way. You know, all of the masters. You know, one thing about the masters. One thing I notice about every master, right? You know, from martial arts on to every master that was a true master. Guess what? They was able to kick it to everybody. They was they can go in any place. Like for instance, if I go in my hood right now, I can walk and go in any hood I want, any place I want, because people say that I'm respected in a certain sort of way. That's how the masters were when when they went into any body of religion or they approached any religious man that was spiritual. They was they could have a good dialect or dialogue with them. All right? In reference to because they know the higher principles of things. Just the masters. Every master knows this. Will the Messiah return to the earth? We already returned, my brother Johnny Black. You said, what's up? How's the weather? You said 28 below. Golly. Shout out to Russia, man. Thank you for connecting. I'm glad to be a part of. You gotta teach me some Russian. I appreciate it. You know, I love to teach the Codex to y'all too. I have no problem with that. No problem at all. All right. So we are the messiahs that actually return. If you really want to know, family, that's what we are. Anything else would be uncivilized. It really truly will. It would be uncivilized. Now we encourage leadership. Now, if you don't want to be a leader or something like that, you can figure it out and go be a robot. I don't know. You can just figure out whatever you want to do. Somebody can dictate your life if you want. Somebody can dictate. They got somebody for you for that. They got somebody that's willing to tell you what to do, how to believe, how to eat, what not to eat. Tell you this and tell you that. You got people that's willing to tell you what to do. I'm not here for that. I'm really not here for that. Only thing I do is share with y'all the codex. Now this code, it flows between 1 and 31. It also flows in between 1 and 41. It also flows in between the 1 and the 9. Now if you want to ask me what's that about, I got you. Now I don't know about Biggie or Tupac. No, I really don't. You said, do you know about rapture and tribulation? Okay, I like that. Now we talk, you asking some good questions now, Brother John. I like that. The rapture. Now, if you want to talk about the rapture, I talk about that all the time here. On a slick way, I talk about the rapture all the time in here. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about the raptors because it's two type of raptures I could be talking about. Because it can be the rapture or the raptors. Yeah, the dinosaurs that's actually eat meat that come and grab you up. The vultures that grab you up in the middle of doing whatever you're doing. The raptors that catches you up. Now, figuratively speaking, I'm just playing with you. But this is what I mean. All right? But you said the capture. But I'm talking about another rapture. I'm not talking about the goddamn raptures because people were literally caught up in the rapture. You done giving your soul to all these religions and giving your soul to the church and giving your soul to the mosque. And guess what? They was there to take it. That's why the word imam is the same thing as Ammon. As in ancient Egypt, when they talk about Ammon, the beast that eats your heart when it's thrown to the side, when it doesn't weigh out. All right? So, yeah, now we're going to talk about a real rapture. A real rapture. I'm not talking about that rapture. That's the raptures. Those are the rapture. The raptors. The raptors. Yeah. Because people's wrapped up. They wrapped up like a mummy. For real, really? Yeah, they wrapped up like a mummy. The problem is that they niggas ain't resurrected. Niggas ain't resurrected. So you say the rapture. So the rapture wasn't really all about picking up nobody. It was all about people resurrecting. It was about the rapture. Yeah. The raps. You breaking the raps. For real. You breaking straight up raps. You busting raps. Oh man, really? That's what we do? Rap. Yeah. We bust raps. We bust the raps. All the raps. It's time for all you mummies to wake up. It says that in the book of Ezekiel, when it talks about how I saw bones and I wanted these bones to rise up. It was talking about y'all. It was talking about y'all same perspective. Like people don't even get it. When they read these stories, they be like, "Oh, that's fake. That's fake." No, don't worry about that. Worry about how it applies to yourself, so you can know that you real or you fake. For real, you take this stuff and you assimilate the data for what it's worth. It's time to wake up. It's time to come out of the raps. So the rapture, in actuality, it was two types of raptures. It was a rapture, and they talk about this in the I'm trying to think about what chapter. It's the parable of the tares. It's the parable of the wheat and the tares. They talk about this. This is in reference to the rapture, the end of the world, the coming of the end of the world, or the end of the age. All right, it's not the end of the world. It's really the end of the age. Sometimes they mistranslate that as the end of the world, but it's the end of the age. Yes, it's the age that we came into, which is the age of information. All right, so that links up with the parable of the wheat and tares. Okay, and and that's what I tell y'all. The root and the wraith in number 18. I brought y'all to that with the number 18 being the root and the wraith in reference to the wheat and the tares, like how they grew up together, the how they grew up together, and then um they had to be. It came a time where when they both grew up, that's when the time when the harvest came. That's what happens right now. Right now, it's too tricky right now. Look at the conscious community, man. You don't know who's good or who's bad in the conscious community. Those that you thought was good end up being so bad. Those that you thought that was really bad end up being so good. So you like, damn, man, it's so tricky. It's so tricky. I don't even know who to trust anymore. That's how it feels. That's how it really feels. So you had to wait for time to pass. That's what I said, man. This stuff is always teaching us lessons. You had to wait time to pass. So literally, you can give the Judas enough rope to hang themselves. Enough rope to hang themselves in a certain sort of way. And you can live the tale to tale. Real tough. That wonderful duality. Yeah. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's a blessing to do what we do. It's a blessing to connect with life itself. Y'all know it's totally a blessing. But with this, we gotta grow with it. Everything I give y'all is from the Codex. People say, well, where do you get this? I got this from one sheet of paper. People make like I can kick it every day to y'all about so much knowledge, about so much information, and I got it from one piece of paper. One piece of paper. And that really sometimes blows my mind in reference to that the elders. You can say, really? Yeah, the elders. It's symbols that I picked up throughout time, and I put it right there in the Codex 1 through 31, and it's right there. And I'm telling you, one piece of paper. I talk about it daily, every day. You gotta look at these principles, man. I tell people all three in one. People didn't get that part. All three in one. The family tree, how we connect up with that. How you wanna argue with that? Man, woman, and child, all three in one. How you want to argue with that? Supreme ascension, family. Yeah.
You already know. People, every people that want to argue with me that ain't put out no haven't did nothing. Literally, haven't did nothing. They just want to argue with people. You know, I looked at certain just comments people made on I just go back over certain videos that I would say is controversial in a certain sort of way, and I say, man, when are we gonna learn? When are the people that are learned gonna learn? When they gonna know that we in a degree of learning every day, man? You gotta appreciate life. When have you meditated? Have you meditated today? I talk about shit like that. They say, "Oh man, we can't meditate. We got too much knowledge to meditate." That's stupid. We can't pray. We can't pray or fucking meditate. I mean, what the fuck is going on with the conscious community? I mean, real talk. You can't wake up every day and decide you want to pray. They say, "Oh man, what are you praying to?" I can't. What do you mean what I'm praying to? I know what I'm praying to. What do you mean? You don't know what? I know what I'm praying to. It doesn't matter. If you had, whatever lessons you was going through, you knew what you was praying to. It was no time you didn't know what you was praying to, no matter what they was teaching you, because you was still connected with yourself, hearing your voice over and over again. Real talk. So you gotta look at it like that. But then we call. I'm gonna tell you, we call in the Messiah code. I'm gonna tell y'all, we call prayer. We call martial arts and prayer the same thing. You say, really? What's the word for it? It's called wundu. Wundu. So wundu is the same thing. Prayer and martial arts is the same thing, to be honest. Meditation is the same thing. Wundu. It's the same word. Wundu. And say, really? Why is that? Because when you on your meditative state, you have a psychic self-defense. And you're able to move throughout the mainframe, and you can defend yourself throughout any situation you go through. That's why I tell y'all, man, everything is a part of the body with this. This code is really a part of the body. You say, really? Yeah. Everything has a symbolic or connection, a meaning of life to it. And it deals with yourself. A transformational personification. All right? A transformational personification. That's what it is. All right? Real talk. That's all it is. And this is all a part of the Codex. I work on this day in and day out. You know what I study? I study this. They asked me, how do you find out different things about the code? First of all, we got a research team. It's just not me. All right? I'm part of a collective. Now, a lot of times when people bring me codes, I just assimilate it to the things that I already know. Now, the codes are the idea of the codes is you see them frontwards and backwards and forwards. You can see them in all sort of ways. All right. Now, what I want to let y'all know is meditation is the key to moving forward with your life to create a reality and happiness. That is a factual information. All right. What I wanted to tell y'all about the code, just looking at it. See, it's going to be a time where y'all going to memorize numbers again very easy. You're going to say, how is that? Because I want y'all to don't look at every number 1 through 9 no more. I want you to look at every number 1 through 31. I want you to look at it like that. So every time you see a number, you see a symbol. You don't see the number. Like when you see that, you see 18. You say, oh yeah, that's 18 right there. Oh, that's 18. Oh, you see that right there. You see that's 7. Oh man, that's 7. Oh, you see that right there. You say, oh man, that's 21. So you don't see the number. You see a symbol. So thus you can memorize a lot of numbers. You can memorize a lot of numbers. Trust me. It's something, it's a process to this. But part of the process is memorizing these, because then you'll be able to memorize 22-digit phone numbers easy by making them symbols and various pictures, because the mind can memorize an infinite amount of pictures. An infinite amount of pictures. It has a capacity to memorize an infinite amount of pictures. So if you make numbers into pictures in your mind and literally make them into a cartoon image, you can memorize infinite amount of numbers. All right. So that's what I'm working on, and I'm doing my best to assimilate everyone else with this to for what it's hitting for. All right. Is seeing the thing, that seeing the symbols in this, seeing the pictures. That's why in every chapter of the Quran it's called a surah. We say, what does this have to do with it? Yeah, talking to the some yo. Every chapter of the Quran is called a surah. Yo, you say, why is that? Because surah means picture. It literally means picture. So you seeing it like a picture. You seeing every surah like a picture. That's why they had people memorize the Quran like that. Real talk. Because it was just a way of how you seen pictures, man. And then a surah comes from the word shura, which means renown also. It means renown. Because if you go into the Hebrew version of that in Genesis chapter 6, when it talks about the men of renown, they talk about shura or sora or asara. Asaru, the same thing. And you say, Lamel, how did you get that? Well, think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it like that. You know, it's a picture, man. These were pictures, man. A picture can say 1,000 words. Trust me on that. That's what all the hieroglyphics were. These are hieroglyphics. Trust me. What you see on this jacket right here is a hieroglyphic. You say, why is that? Because guess what? It's a sacred writing with crazy determinatives on it. Crazy determinatives that's connected with it. You say, really? It's like the metal netcher? Yeah. In a way, it's better than a metal netcher. Why would I say that? Because I know what this stuff means. And we in a degree of now, and we can adjust it to make it mean what it means by experiencing life. You know, that's one thing. You know, I agree in a certain sort of way. The metal netter can be deciphered. It can be deciphered in a certain sort of way, but the feeling of it can be deciphered. Because I would have to take you back to the times, those ancient times. And I would have to take you in times where they was living like that. So you can get the expression and the feeling of the word. Now, if I tell y'all right now, um, what this word, I say a word to y'all, y'all gonna ask me, what does that word mean? What's the reference point? Guess what? We are the reference point. We are the reference point. We not looking for nothing. We looking for each other. That's what I'm saying. Like, we not going taking a damn trip over to Egypt. We just looking for each other. Because we know each one of us got a piece to this key. We know each one of us got a piece to this. So we looking for each other. Facts. That's who we looking for. You know? That's why I said we the lost but found children of the wilderness of the North America, yeah. And in turn, being in the wilderness, we was wandering, God gave us bread. And that bread came in the form of manna. Trust me on that. It came in the form of manna. But man and woman can't live by bread alone. You can't live by God's blessings alone. You got to do some work yourself. And that's what we got to do. Trust me, man. The universe provides for us every day. The universe is always providing. The problem is, when are we providing? You know what I'm saying? We got to provide for the universe, the logos. I like that. We on the logos right now. That was the ship Jada Pickett was driving, the logos. In the Matrix. Yeah, we on the word. We on the logos in the Matrix. We driving in the logos right now. We literally driving in the logos. Boom. We moving throughout the mainframe on manual. Literally on manual. Because we got the hand manual right here. We already got the hand manual. Trust me on that. So you damn right we moving with the logos. And you know who's steering it? She's steering. She's steering this shit. She said, I got this. She's steering this shit. Alright? Facts. Trust me on that. And that she is she and L. Trust me. And it's all in connection. But we in this matrix. We really in the matrix, man. You'll say, really, Lamel? Yeah, this shit is a freaking matrix. That's the only thing I can say to y'all with all due respect. And people will get real spooky with it. But this shit is a program. When I look at all reality, man, it be shit that happen too much with numbers for me not to say this ain't a program. To be honest, you'll start to notice it too. Everybody that's been down with this, been seeing all these numbers pop up, and they just going banana boats with it. Say we ain't going banana boats. Like, I just keep on seeing numbers. Everybody else keep on seeing reoccurring numbers that pop up, and you want to tell me that shit don't mean nothing. It just don't mean nothing, Lamel. I just want to know. I mean, real talk. It's stuff that happens in people's life. That's why I said, man, you taking a shahada every day. It's things that's happening in people's lives that's a part of a numerical system, and you see reoccurring numbers every time something happens in your life. And you like, damn, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why did this not? And then you see the freaking number right there in a cut. Like, damn. What, son? Here. All right, here. Real talk, man. You said everywhere, over and over, and when you know the meanings of them, it start getting hit. You start getting hit. Now Lord starts seeing it. I like how you got the E backwards too. That's hot. I don't know how you got it, but it's hot. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What, my son? What? What do you want me to do? He's starting to learn how to talk. You know how kids, when they start to learn how to talk, they really want to go in. Son, he's trying to get me to go on a mission. No, I'm not going on a mission right now. He's trying to get me to get something little. What? Shout out to all the parents. Even if I was on a live feed, I still wouldn't get it for his ass because I know it's something crazy. Hey, Seti. Don't say hey to Seti. He's a little Chucky doll. My son a little Chucky doll. I'll tell y'all in a minute. You say, oh, you demonizing your son. No, I'm not. You don't know my son. Anybody get mad at me, I'll drop his ass off for a weekend. You get mad at me, y'all wanna get mad at me? What's up, Miss Lisa? Hey. You get mad at me, I'll drop my son off to you for a weekend. Say, I'll get your ass back real quick. This dude, man. Shout out to everybody that's a part of this. Thank you, Miss Lisa Banks. I told you may try to get me to do something crazy. Here. You say, what you chatting about? I actually was talking about the Messiah Codex. All right. Here, come on, my son. Come on. Come on. I was actually talking about the Messiah Codex, Miss Lisa. Peace. What's up, brother T? I see you in here. Peace. We are the reference point. I like that. You definitely get it. You definitely get it, man. You know, the only thing my mom... Here, all right. The only thing my mom gave me was numbers, man. That's the only real reason why I link everything with this in a certain sort of way, because I noticed everything had a connection with numbers. You feel me? No matter what it was. Here. Okay, here. All right, you good? Yeah. You said do some work on ourselves. Universe always provide. We need to provide. You right? Shout out to everybody that's doing the earth ceremony. All my sisters that's doing the earth ceremony every day. Every day you do got to commit yourself to an earth ceremony. You say, well, what is that, Lamel? You got to give to the earth? I got a special tree. To be honest, I said to myself the other day, I said, look at all my children. You say, really? I saw all my children out here eating next to my tree. Really, it was squirrels, it was cats, it was birds, all eating right at this tree. I always put food out here every day. I don't throw out my food, y'all. Look, you said, what is the earth ceremony? I'm going to tell you. Every day I put my food out here. I don't throw it away. I just put it right next to this tree. And this is my spot, right? All the animals. The earth ceremony is basically when you wake up in the morning for the sisters, all right, and the brothers. The earth ceremony, you collect your urine and you give it to the earth every day when you wake up. The first urine that you do when you wake up, you collect it and you give it to the earth, all right, so the earth can know you. It's the same thing, all right, so the earth can know you in a certain sort of way. That's all the earth wants to do is know you. Trust me on that. Sometimes the earth gets mad. That's why we had sacrifices in certain sort of ways. I know sometimes they would be linked to what you would consider blood sacrifices, but they wasn't blood sacrifices like that. They got misinterpreted. The real blood sacrifices is when you would actually give blood to the earth, or the woman would give blood to the earth every month. And she would give it to the earth so the earth would know how to heal us. Because the earth don't know how to heal us unless we give back to it. Just to be real about it. I mean keep it real. Like, think about this. If if we growing, the earth is our parent, right? I just want to look at it like this. The earth is our parent. And if we growing, if we don't go back to our parent and consult our parent, then our parent won't know how to heal us. You know what I'm saying? Or we just wandering out in the streets, and you don't go back to mama. You don't go call mom up and say, Mom, I'm in trouble. I got locked up, Mom. Shit, Mom ain't gonna know how to help you. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all with the earth. We gotta give back. Why you think the elders always gave food? You say, why would they give food? They would place food out there like food, like a regular plate. You say, really? Somebody else can eat that plate. No. A lot of the elders will always do a plate, like have a sacred plate where they just put it out in nature. Just put it out in nature. You know what I'm saying? But in the essence of all of this, yo, the earth gotta know who you are. If the earth don't know who you are, how's the earth gonna heal you? Trust me, I can get this plant right here to heal me of anything. You say, how is that, Lamel? I can get any plant, I can mutate it and make it heal me in some sort of way. You say, how is that, Lamel? Because what you do is you just mix your genes with it, you mix your blood with it, you mix everything yourself, and you make your biological DNA a part of it. And guess what? That tree is going to survive in some sort of way, and it's going to create the essence of life that make it survive. There it go, right there. And then you start eating from it, and you start getting healing. Facts. That's a fact. That's why the Messiah said this. He said, yo, the tree was dead. He said, man, let me fertilize it. Let me fertilize it. Let me fertilize it. This was shit he was talking about. You say, what would he fertilize it with, Lamel? He would fertilize it with himself. The same thing is with the conscious community. It's in a dead state. So I really feel as though we really got to fertilize it with ourselves in a certain sort of way. Trust me on that. But yeah, that's what it's all about. You connect with the earth, and the earth will give you what you need. The earth, man, we on a water fast right now. For everybody that's committed to the 90-day water fast, we on a water fast right now. Everything's beautiful. We got people's skin coming out. We got people's skin coming out looking good. All right? On this water fast. We got people's bodies starting to look good. I have somebody told me, man, look, I lost 10 pounds. I'm good with that. Well, shit. That's good. If we 14 days in and you was going hard and you lost 10 pounds, I respect that. That means you going hard. Somebody told me that. Sent me a text and said that. What you want? So I'm cool. I got people, when they come out of this cocoon of this 90-day water fast, they're going to look so beautiful. Come on.
This dude, man. Come on. Come on. My son, he got his pretty boy on. He got his pretty boy mojo popping. Come on, boy. But yeah, man. Trust me on that. Everybody that's a part of this water fast, by the time they come out of this water fast, they're going to be looking beautiful. They're going to be flexing. You said, okay, let me see your comment. Thank you, Miss Cherie. Yo, man, this is a family network. Just to let you know. Like, we building a family. We building something that's familiar. Trust me on that. Something that's familiar. What's up, Seti, my son? Peace. What's up, Miss Lori? What's up? Is that my brother Sass or is that Miss Lori? Peace to y'all. Yeah, man. This is a family situation right here for what we building. You know, it's so much stuff. Knowledge is power. But, you know, what you going to do with power? That's the problem. What you going to do with power? You know, people, they don't know what the hell to do. Get their tax money, they don't know what the hell to do with it. You better do something right with it. What are you going to do with power, man? Trust me. Don't spend that tax money on some stuff that ain't making you money. Trust me. If it ain't going to make you money, don't spend it. Utilize it wisely. Come on, boy. Look, he on his pretty boy. He swear he rocking out. He swear he rocking out. He got his Ben 10. Go ahead. Go ahead, flex. Go ahead, my son. Say hi to the people. Go ahead, flip it up for him. You say, go ahead, flip it. Shout out to the parents. You gotta let the children do their thing too, man. You know, you can kick your knowledge. Only thing you gotta do is kick it around them. They'll be programmed. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, do what you do, son. Do what you do. Have fun. But yeah, I just love life, man. I'm a real person. That's why if somebody say I'm pseudo, that's the stupo shit you can say. Because the first word of pseudo is not genuine. How the freak I'm not genuine? You sitting here and we familying. We familying it up right now. Yeah, we family up right now. This is a family situation. You know? I open my heart up to you, and just like I asked y'all to open your heart up to me. So we can do the Deuteronomy chapter what's that? Chapter 30 verse 6. We can do that. Have a circumcision of the heart. Yeah, man, drop all them problems to the side. So when you enter the temple, you good. Yo. Don't go too far, boy. Yeah. So when you enter the temple, you good, man. I did his hair too. He looking spliffy. Look at him, looking. It's kind of a couple days old, but I'm gonna do him something hot. I'm gonna do him something real hot. I love it though. I'm genuine as they come. This isn't counterfeit. This isn't counterfeit. I think they are counterfeit. They making counterfeit claims. It's like a bunch of. Yo, I'm serious, yo. If I think about it like that, I said, man, these niggas is making counterfeit claims. Because if you think about it, man, I tell you, man, we writing our story right now, man. This is a family situation. This is something very familiar. And that means family in Spanish. I don't know if you ain't know that. Yeah, it means family in Spanish. This is very familiar. It has to be familiar. If it's not real. So I'm happy. I'm so happy. More than anything. I'm happy that we grow. I'm happy that we grow and that the knowledge is growing. Shout out to the people that know what it's hitting for. But I'm happy that we growing. The most important thing is that we gotta take these traditions and we gotta build it. Trust me, that's the most. Y'all gotta hold it down right now. Wherever y'all at, come home. That's all I can say. When you hear this word home, Khum. All right, don't mistake it from the word coon. That's the fake. That's the fake. The coon. I'm talking about coon. Coon. Yeah, coon. as in meaning come home. That's what it means, literally. Home, come home. And only the women can say, shh. The men can't say that. So when we make that means lightning striking. You literally supposed to stomp your feet at the same time. Boom! 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 Yeah, that's the lightning striking. Boom! And then when the lightning strikes your mind, you become the thunder. And you hear the shh, that's the rain. When the lightning strikes your mind, you become the thunder. You express God's word because that's the light that strikes your mind. Quran chapter 13. El Arad. Yeah, that's the lightning that strikes your mind. It strikes your mind, man. Trust me on that. Look at it like that. You got to look at God's kingdom striking your mind like that. No matter what you go through in life, man, you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be there. Now the idea is what you going to do with it. Like y'all supposed to be here right now. Trust me on that. We all supposed to be here in this time and space for who we are. They literally had to tilt the earth in a certain sort of way to bring us in. Real talk. You say, how is that? Because when they sped up the from middle C to A minor, they brought in interdimensional beings. It's for interdimensional beings like us to vibrate, so we can vibrate here on this plane of existence. We couldn't exist. People like us, your mentality couldn't exist in the 1900s or in the 1800s. I don't think your mentality, for a lot of people that are here, I know my mentality couldn't. I wouldn't want to be there. I was like, shit, I wouldn't want to be there. I couldn't have a phone or a computer or some shit. I'm mad right now that we don't got spaceships. But I'm cool with me being manifested in this day and time for what it's worth. At least we got technology. Now we got to do something with it. Because they was wondering when the Messiah was going to come back. Yeah, we back. And we got technology. All right? Real talk. So we got to know how to utilize this technology for what it's worth. That's why all these symbols represent something. Like when you come past, I told y'all from 1 through 14 represents the human side of the Miwi. Oh, man. Damn. Hopefully y'all can still see me. I don't know if my phone went out. Come here, Seti. Like my battery is so low. I gotta plug this up. I was going hard. Yeah, I got, how much energy I got on this? I got a little bit of energy. It just went black real quick. I got 5% energy, so I'm gonna go in with 5%. I'm gonna go in with 5% and say what I gotta say, and I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this like 1 minute. Yeah, I'm just saying we got technology, y'all. You know, that's why from the 1 through 14 represents the human side. After that represents the future side or the robotic side. All right, so now it's getting serious. I just want to let y'all know it's getting real serious. People wanted me to give them some bull crap. You know, when I went on Netter, you was expecting the wrong thing from me, homeboy. This is the Messiah Code, spiritual conscious evolution for future technology. We just say Messiah Code for short. But it's spiritual conscious evolution for future technology. That's what this is, homeboy. I mean, keep it 1,000. Keep it 1,000 in basic. This is spiritual conscious evolution for future technology. In short, we say the Messiah Code. All right? But we moving towards technology, man. That's it. We moving in a wave of consciousness where we are the technology. That's it, too. So I love y'all, man. I'm going to come back later. I'm going to do a Valentine presentation. Today, I got 4%. Let me just wrap this up real quick. Today, I really was talking about St. Valentine's Day or St. Valentine's Day in a certain type of way that people wouldn't express it. I was talking about in reference to Lupercalia being in reference to the first practice of Valentine's Day, but that was connected to the wolf, but in a sense it was connected to the dog or being led through by the dog through blindness, all right, through darkness. And that dog was the reverse of God. Okay, or the feeling of what God presents to you. That's what I was saying. on here. But I was talking about a lot of other stuff too. You know what I mean? Another thing that I was saying in here, while I only got a little bit of energy, but I'm gonna say it. Um, about the Codex, man. You home, man. Don't let nobody tell you you ain't home. You home. Trust me, man. Now, if you want to be a part of the research team, I have no problem with it. We all upgrading the mainframe consciousness. Tell me whatever codes that you find. You can find any code in any culture. I find them everywhere. And just bring them back. And let's upgrade the mainframe. Alright? So I got y'all. I love y'all. I'm coming back later. I'm going to have a slide presentation, hopefully. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you. You love me. You already know. Me is we. Shout out to my 911's making that ascension. You already know what it's hitting for. 747 24/7 300.